Sound of a gentle, nostalgic melody starts, then fades slightly to the background. You know, we all have that one childhood toy, right? That one friend made of stuffing and thread who knew all our secrets. For me, that was Barnaby. He wasn't just a teddy bear. He was my co-pilot in spaceship pillow forts, the bravest knight in my crayon-drawn kingdom, and the silent guardian who watched over me every single night. His fur, once a rich chocolate brown, was worn down to a faded tan in all the places my hands used to grip. One of his button eyes was a little loose, giving him a permanent knowing wink. I remember this one summer. I must have been about 7. My family went on a camping trip to this huge national park. Miles and miles of nothing but towering trees and the smell of pine. Of course, Barnaby came with me. He was tucked safely into my backpack. One afternoon, my dad and I went exploring, following a little creek that snaked its way through the woods. I was so excited, pointing out cool-looking rocks and weird bugs. I took Barnaby out and sat him on a mossy log, telling him all about our adventure, whispering so we wouldn't scare the squirrels. But then I got distracted. A bright blue butterfly, the most amazing one I'd ever seen, fluttered past. Without thinking, I scrambled to my feet and chased it, deeper and deeper into the woods, laughing as it danced just out of my reach. When I finally gave up and turned around, I was lost. The creek was gone. The path was gone, and my dad was nowhere in sight. Panic started to creep in. My heart was thumping like a drum. I called out for my dad, my voice small and shaky in the vast, silent forest. And that's when the real horror hit me. Barnaby, I had left him on that log. I was alone, truly completely alone. The sun started to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, and all I could do was curl up at the base of a giant oak tree and cry, clutching the empty space in my arms where Barnaby should have been. Hours passed. It was pitch black now, and every rustle of leaves sounded like a monster. I had cried myself out and was just shivering when I saw a light, a small flickering beam bouncing through the trees. "Dad," I croaked, "a search party." A park ranger found me, wrapped me in a warm blanket, and led me back to our campsite. My mom and dad hugged me so tight I could barely breathe. I was safe, but my heart still ached. The next morning, as we were packing up to leave, my dad looked at me, his eyes full of a strange mix of sadness and hope. He said, "Let's go for one last walk, champ." He led me back, not on the main path, but through the undergrowth, retracing the ranger's steps from the night before. And there, sitting on that same mossy log as if he'd been waiting for me the whole time, was Barnaby. His button eye seemed to wink in the morning sun. I scooped him up, buried my face in his worn-out fur, and I swear I never let him go again. Barnaby sits on a shelf in my apartment now. He's retired from active duty, but sometimes when I'm feeling a little lost, a little scared of the grown-up world, I look over at him. And I remember, it's not about a stuffed bear. It's about remembering that even when you feel completely and utterly alone, there's always a way back. There's always hope, and sometimes that hope is waiting for you, right where you left it.